Okay, so this is going to be a short video on the login sequence for the MSRO Remote Observatory in Spotsylvania, Virginia. And this is a view of your computer screen that you would see when you use TeamViewer to connect to the remote computer in the observatory. Type in the password, which will be provided prior to your observing session. And this is the screen that comes up. And we have MaximDL open at this point right now. The observatory is run using MaximDL and Cart2Seal. So click on the Observatory tab, and then you need to go over and you need to connect to the telescope, focuser, dome, and the webcam. That'll give you a view of the inside of the observatory. Okay. And then go to the dome tab. We can clear out this image here at this point right now. And dome status is displayed as shutter is closed in home position. Telescope is in the parked position. So to open the observatory, you go ahead and click on the Open tab. And as I open here at the observatory, there it is. We can see the shutter now opening. Takes about 30 to 45 seconds for the shutter to open completely. The telescope is in the home position in there right now. Now, while not absolutely necessary at this stage, I can demonstrate the slaving of the telescope to the dome, and you can see here the shutter now is displayed as being opened. And so we'll go to the tab that says Slave Dome to Telescope. Since the telescope is in the home position, it'll move the dome to the north, which is where the telescope is pointing. As I'm south of the observatory, the dome will be pointing north approximately. And now it's aligned with the telescope as displayed on this graph here. This is the digital DomeWorks is operating the dome, but this is the MaximDL display. All right, so the next thing to do is to connect the software that points the telescope, which is Cart2Seal. Got it over here in the corner. So I'm going to bring up Cart2Seal. Clicking on that icon brings up the program, the software. And then I'm going to connect the telescope to Cart2Seal, where it says Control Panel. Click on that. We go down to Connect. And now the telescope is connected, and its camera's field of view is displayed on the screen. Next is to go down to the path hub, and we unpark the telescope. And now it is ready for operation. We can actually take now the Cart2Seal software and we can type in a target. Let's say we want to see M42. So we go to the help window at the top there, underneath that, and type in M42. Hit enter. And that's going to then change the display to M42. It's centered. So now we'll go to M42, we'll slew the telescope to M42 by going to the slew tab over here in the upper right where it says slew. And I'll click on that, and now the telescope and the dome will move as the telescope is slewed to that position. Now the telescope is very quiet. You won't be able to see or hear it moving, obviously, because the dome is still in the home position, but I can hear the telescope moving. And once the telescope gets to the position of M42, the dome will then slew into position, as it is slaved currently. And there it goes. And it is dark inside the observatory, but you should be able to just barely make out. I zoom in. The objective of our main instrument, which is a Explorer Scientific carbon fiber 152 ED refractor. It's an f8, 6-inch f8 refractor APO, and that's its main objective lens now pointing at M42. Of course, it's still light, so cannot do any CCD imaging at this point, but this just gives a idea of how this remote observatory operates. It's online and available for use by amateur astronomers worldwide. We would encourage you to apply for time, and time is always granted, of course. It's just a matter of organizing the observations so that we can make them happen when the objects are visible in the sky, and get the people that are using this observatory to their observing time as quick as possible. So we would encourage you to access the Rappahannock Astronomy Club's website, www.raclub.org, and then go to the MSRO page from that website, and that will give you further directions on how to use this online telescope. We encourage teachers, students, and amateur astronomers, and anybody with an interest in photographing the sky to contact us, and we're making this available for use.